this quote that said, "I don't think your life has to have a purpose. I don't think you have to have a passion. I think it's okay to just wander through life finding interesting things until you die." And I feel like that just simplified things for me. So we live in a world that tells you to work 40 hours a week, and that is supposed to be productivity. We live in a world where your job determines the level of respect people give you. You live in a world that tells you to stay at the same job for 50 years, and that is supposed to be your passion. And we have adapted to a world that wants you to give up everything that makes you feel most alive and happy, and then we sit back and we wonder why we're so burnt out, unmotivated, and lost. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to find their passion only through their careers and money. Because that's what your parents told you to do in order to be successful, right? To be their version of what successful is. You have buried your true authentic self in order to meet the needs and expectations of others. And I know you bury your true authentic self because if you actually knew what kind of person you were and what you wanted to do in life, your passions would be blatantly obvious to you. But you have been conditioned by your parents and society. Go to school, make money, spend years going to school to get a degree and hopping from job to job, trying to find something that lights up your soul and brings meaning to your everyday life, but you just end up burnt out, unmotivated, and feeling stuck in life. The issue you are making is you spend years trying to fit into a mold that society and your parents created for you. You are trying to fit into a box, and you don't want to make noise because you fear people are going to say, "No, you're wrong. No, that won't make enough money. Stop being lazy and be responsible." You are scared to fail, scared to move out of line, scared to disappoint. So in this video, I'm going to help you to find that burning passion that lives in you. So number one, passion is just an emotion. Passion is just an emotion. Passion is just energy. Just like any other emotion that you have, like happiness, sadness, excitement, the feeling comes to you one moment and then it goes away eventually. You go to school to get a degree. You're excited, you're energized to start working towards your career so you can make money. That's a passion. You have a passion to make money. You have a passion to have that career. You start working out and every day you're excited to get up and go to the gym. That's a passion. You have a passion to be healthy and fit. Passion is just energy, just like everything else in this world. It's something that you feel when you are doing something that excites you or makes you upset. Chase what energizes you. Stop trying to chase this quote unquote passion and chase what you find most exciting to do. It doesn't have to be one specific thing that excites you. There can be a million things that excite you, and people often put themselves into these little specific categories where they think they can only have one passion about one thing, and they label themselves and put themselves into these little boxes and don't expand themselves to do more than just one thing that makes them happy. If you are going to doubt something, if you must doubt something, doubt your limits. As humans, we are capable of so many things. The universe is huge. The world is huge. God is huge. Imagine if God was like, well, I can only choose one passion, so I guess I'll just create Earth and nothing else because I like nature. No. No, 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 no. He created animals and humans like you and me. He created the moon and all these other planets and stars, and he did not just stop at one thing. The universe we live in now is infinite. His creation is infinite. The possibilities that you are capable of is infinite. It's never ending. So why are you putting yourself into a tiny little box? You are thinking too small. Next is you will constantly be gaining and losing your passion as you grow. People who are successful, CEOs, entrepreneurs that own their own business, they have a passion for something, okay? They started their business because they had a passion for whatever field they were in. And then maybe 10 years down the line, they lose that passion because now they are, they're done. It's like it's repetitive, it's boring, it's routine, it's mundane. They aren't learning anymore, okay? The business they started no longer brings them excitement. They no longer want to get out of bed because of it, because it's like, oh, I feel burned out. I don't want to do this anymore. They made the money they wanted, and now they're like, okay, I'm not happy. I lost my purpose. And, I don't know what to do with my life. Everyone goes through this. So what do? They find something new that will excite them. And then once that thing no longer serves them, they move on to the next passion and the next and the next. That's how you grow. You are not going to have one passion for your entire life, okay? You are forever growing and changing. And as humans, we are ever growing and changing. Next is try new things. Try everything, especially when you are young. When I was in my early 20s, I had every job imaginable. I was a ballet teacher. I was a model, and an acting coach. I did insurance. I did real estate. I work with the hard of hearing. I did retail. I was a celebrity stylist in New York. I have 3 degrees and 4 certifications in different fields. I did a lot. And a lot of people told me, oh, Devin, you know, you're doing too much. You need to focus on one thing. No, they aren't doing enough. And I don't regret it because I learned so many different skills throughout all of the jobs that I've had. And you know what I did? I picked and chose the things that I loved most about the jobs I did. And what it came down to was I enjoy helping other people. I loved putting a smile on other people's faces and making their life easier. So try different things. Take an art class, take a dance class, get certifications in different fields, and find something that you might be interested in. Join a club. Try everything. Who said that your path had to be one straight line? No, this is your life. You can live it however you want. Next is, find something about this world that makes you so upset that you cannot stand by and watch it happen. I was watching this interview with Robert Greene, who is the author of 48 Laws of Power, and he was talking about how everyone has a shadow side. We all have dark qualities about ourselves, and this shadow side is something that we have been repressing since childhood. And he said that when we are about 3 or 4 years old, we have good qualities, we have loving qualities, but we also had these dark impulsive qualities. Like maybe you said some mean things to your siblings when you were little, or you hit people, or you threw things, or maybe you felt envious of other kids who had more money than you, or you thought were prettier or had better clothes. But as you grow older, you have to cut off that dark side of yourself, okay? Because your parents tell you, to be nice, you have to get along with other people, don't act out in public. So all of these negative bad qualities are being repressed and go underground, but that energy never leaves you. You've just suppressed it. And when you go out into the world, you suppress that dark side of you and only show your good qualities. You smile, you don't act out too much, you don't step on anyone's toes, you follow the rules of social etiquette, and eventually that dark energy boils over and that mask comes off. And so when something happens to us where we get angry, we lash out. We get mad at our coworkers, we get mad at our spouse, we send a nasty text message or email, and all of that dark energy we have unintentionally been suppressing boils over. But you don't want to be that person who goes around and treats everyone terribly and acts like a menace to society. So where do you put that dark energy? You put it in places that are productive. You use it for good. So for me, I get really angry when I see children or young girls being treated poorly in society, because my niece is being bullied at school because she is mixed race and being told that boys don't like her because she has curly hair. And when I found out about it, I got super angry because I went through the same thing, okay? Because I was once that girl who was abused and talked down to and bullied, and I had no confidence to speak up for myself. So instead of me just lashing out whenever I see this happening to other girls or children, I channeled that energy into my YouTube channel to help other women get out of difficult situations, where I help women like you who might lack confidence, who people please, and lack self-love. So find out what your dark qualities are. That could be you're very competitive, so you don't like to lose. Channel that competitiveness into a hobby like a sport, okay? You're jealous of that person because they have better clothes and they have more money than you. Okay, channel that energy to start working harder. You're bold, you're mischievous, you don't like to follow the rules, so you're a rule breaker. Join an organization that drives change in the world. Find something about this world that makes you so angry that you cannot sit by and watch it happen, okay? You cannot be a bystander and watch something like this happen to other people. I'm an INFJ, which is like my 16 personality type, which means I'm a huge advocate for change, okay? I'm also an Aquarius. Comment down below if you're an Aquarius. So that means like I'm a big humanitarian, okay? So I like to help people, okay? Especially young women. So find something that you can channel your dark energy into, which will help lead you to your passion. Passion can be either positive or negative. Passion can be positive and it brings you joy and excitement and it gets you out of bed in the morning, or it can also bring negative emotions like anger. Next is when your values are clear to you, making decisions become easier, okay? So write down what your values are. What is it that you value most in your life? 3 to 5 things. So for me, it's peace of mind, freedom, adventure, family, friends, and marriage, okay? These 5 things are what guides me through life, because when you write down what you value, it simplifies things and narrows things down for what you want out of life. It could be, beauty, you're really into beauty, when, you like to get your nails done, you like to have nice makeup because that makes you feel energized, it makes you feel good. So a value for you could be beauty, balance, popularity, challenges, fitnesses, kindness, power, romance, solitude, spirituality. I can go on and on, okay? These are all values that you can have in your life. So choose 3 to 5 of them. So for me, adventure, it's huge for me, okay? Adventure is a huge value for me. So the job I want, I need to be able to take vacation at least twice a year, okay? I need to be able to take vacation time, PTO, twice a year. That's a non-negotiable because I need to be able to get away from my 9 to 5 routine and leave and go somewhere else, okay? My husband and I, instead of going out and spending money on material things like clothes and purses and watches, we use that money to travel and see the world and learn about different cultures and do adventurous activities. Another value is peace of mind. So I love to read. I have a passion for reading because it allows me to escape the stress of life. So, escape the stress of life. So I spend a lot of my free time buying and reading different books because it brings peace into my life. Okay, it allows me to have an escape. Find activities that bring you comfort and peace, like drawing, sewing, working out, yoga. So another value for me is freedom. Freedom is a big value for me. And when I say freedom, I mean freedom to me is no debt. Okay, I don't like to have debt. I do not like being in debt to the government. So let's say, for example, I'm out shopping and I see a cute bag that costs $200. I know I don't have that $200 to just freely spend willy-nilly. Okay, so I ask myself, am I willing to go $200 in debt for this bag? Am I willing to give up freedom? Freedom of no debt, financial freedom for this bag, okay? I ask myself that, and I kind of weigh. I'm like, is freedom or the bag? And 9 times out of 10, I choose freedom. So write down about 3 to 5 things that you value. So, here's a list of values that, that you can choose from if you have a hard time kind of deciding what your values are. Choose 3 to 5 things that you value from this list and let these values guide you through your life journey. Let it motivate you and let it give you direction when it comes down to how you manage your finances, how you spend your free time, the jobs and hobbies that you choose, the people you choose to spend time with, and your overall standard of living, okay? And look at these values every single day so you do not forget. Let these 5 values guide you through your life. Next is your passion will reveal itself when you spend time alone. So when you spend your time just kind of scrolling on social media all day, scrolling on TikTok, watching your friends live their lives, that's so pathetic. It's so pathetic because why are you sitting down on your bed or on your couch all day long just scrolling on social media, watching other people live their lives and comparing yourself like, oh, her hair is so pretty. I wish I was like her. Oh, I wish I had her house. Or I wish I had her man. Like, why are you comparing yourself to somebody else's lives? Okay? Learn to live in silence. Learn to sit in your room or go outside. Sit in your car. Don't touch your phone. Maybe turn on some, really nice jazz music and just sit there in silence with just your thoughts. Go on a drive with no destination in mind, okay? Just get in your car, okay? Turn the ignition on, turn on your car, go driving for 30 minutes, okay? You don't even need your GPS, just go. Okay? The content you consume, the people you are around, the music you listen to will all have an influence on your mind and your mood. So if you're listening to trashy music all the time, that is going to impact your thoughts. That is going to impact your values and the things that you value. And it's bringing trashy negative energy into your life, which will then leave you feeling dissatisfied, depressed, and unhappy. Okay? So be careful with the things that you are feeding your soul on a daily basis. Next is, it is what it is. Get over it. Sometimes things don't happen exactly the way we want them to. That's life. It is what it is. You go through life asking, why me? Why can't I be successful? Why her? Like, why does she have a better man? Why does she have a better house? Why does she have more money? Having this victim mentality, okay? You are a regular human being. Act like it. Because this path you are on is made for you and solely for you. So stop acting like the universe is out to get you. Some things are just not meant to be. Not every question you have about this world needs an answer. Not everything is an open-ended question. Some things are just not meant to be, and it is what it is. Why waste your energy on things outside of your control? Next is you create your reality. If you want to sit around all day and do nothing and eat junk food, be my guest, okay? But that will be your reality. Your reality will be unfulfilling, boring, meaningless, and bloated because you're eating things that, do not go well with your digestive system, okay? You are not a child anymore. You do not have someone to tell you to get up and do things anymore. So you are the one who is in control. If you think your life sucks, yes, it will suck. If you think your life is great, you live every day doing things that excite you, your life will be exciting. You create your reality, okay? So ask yourself, am I my own best role model? Would I be a good role model to my future children? If the answer is no, then change. Live a life that you are proud of. Live a life that your children and future children will be proud of. Anyways, that is it for today. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love seeing y'all's comments. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day that's filled with love.